Hello all and welcome to video classes by Kannur Institutes. Today we will be discussing the next chapter, that is third one, okay, production and cost. So in the previous class we had discussed about the theory of consumer behavior, right? So in that chapter we were discussing or we were studying how the behavior of the consumer will be when he is going to buy commodities, right? So keeping in mind we have so many factors and we have even studied the relationship between the price and the quantity. We have even studied the differences between the income and the likes and preferences if he changes his income, right? So these were the scenarios wherein we have seen how consumer is going to react or how his behavior will be with accordance to these all the factors. But now in this chapter we are going to study the behavior of the producers. So that's the picture wherein we get to know the production and the cost. Okay. So how the producer is going to produce these all the goods or the services or the commodities which are being demanded by the consumers, and what all are the inputs, how he is going to manufacture these commodities is what we will be studying. So this chapter is all about the behavior of the producers and the inputs or the cost which the producers is incurring with the in the process of production. Okay, so that's all about the production and the cost. So when we are talking about the producers, what he is doing, he is taking the inputs, okay, and he is converting these inputs into outputs. Okay, then what are these inputs? Inputs may be raw materials, okay, these may be raw materials, even he may use land, labor, capital and also machineries, okay. So with the help of these inputs, what he is trying to do is he is converting the raw materials into finished goods or the semi-finished goods. Why I am calling here as the semi-finished goods are, there are some companies or some factories or some firms wherein they will be utilizing these semi-finished products, and then they will be converting that semi-finished products into finished products. For example, if we take a sugar industry, okay, so the sugarcane have been converted, sugarcane is the input now, then the sugarcane have been transformed or converted into jaggery or maybe white sugar, okay. Then the jaggery and the sugar are the finished product of that industry, right? But these products or semi-finished products can be utilized by the other firms or the other factories. For example, if you have a bakeries or if you have any of the sweet mart, then what you are going to use? You are using the sugar and the jaggery, right? So that becomes your raw material. So here the semi-finished goods and the finished goods may be outputs of the industries. So that's the reason inputs can be converted or transformed into outputs by the producers. So that's one function of the producers. Then whatever the costs have been incurred to manufacture or to transform the raw materials into finished goods are called as the cost of production. What is cost of production is nothing but the expenses made or expenses incurred by the producers for converting the raw materials into finished goods. So this is called about the cost of production. So cost of production includes the cost incurred by the raw material or for the purchase of the raw material or maybe the labor wages paid by the producers to manufacture one or the other products. Those all factors come under cost of production. So once the goods have been manufactured, then they have to be sent into the market. Okay, so when you are buying these raw materials, you have to pay certain money for the one from whom you have purchased, right? So here also you are paying a cost, right? So the raw material is also costing for you. That's what comes under the cost of production. So once you have manufactured all the goods or all the commodities, then what you are going to do? You are going to sell in the market, right? So once the goods have been sent to the market, then whatever the profits or whatever the revenue you are getting from those commodities which you have sold in the market is nothing but the revenue for the firm. And this revenue, from this you are going to deduct the cost, then you will get the profit which is made by the firm. So this is how the function of the producer will be when it comes to the production and the cost. So here we are going to study from the beginning till the end how he is going to manage his cost, how he is going to earn his revenue, and what all are the costs wherein he will be facing, and there are some costs which he can skip for production, in the production process. So these all are the things which we will be studying in this chapter. So in the next part we have something called as a production function. We have already studied this something similar kind of function in the previous chapter, right, which is called as demand function. So in this demand function, what you have studied? We have studied the relationship between the price and the quantity, right? So how the prices increase, decrease, there will be the change in the quantity demanded by the by the consumer, right? So something similar to that we have here, the production function. So when we are talking about these inputs, outputs, market, the revenue, the cost of production, the profits and all, so that's wherein we also talk about the production function. So I hope we will see this production function in our next class, so that it will be easier for us or for you all to understand it better. Okay, see you all in the next video class.